Hey everyone, I want to officially welcome you to our party. One of the things I like to do before we get started is just to share a little why with you. I think it's very important that you see the person behind the party. Um, so, a little backstory, I used to work full time. I used to work for the American Heart Association. We were a two income family. We were very comfortable. We took our luxuries for granted. And just before Declan was born, there were some changes in management, and I was let go. And so we went from a very comfortable two income family to a very stressed out one income family. And a lot of things were strained, a lot of things were stressed. And it got the ball rolling for us that ultimately led to our move east, which we are very, very thankful for. But upon moving east, it was my husband who said, you know what, you really love 31, you love their products, you love their mission, their values. Why don't you invest in yourself and see what happens, see what doors open, see who you meet, and see what it can do for you and our family. And so it was with that encouragement that I kind of took the hesitant step that I did, and I'm so thankful that I did. This is a zipper pouch, and I love this because it's always in my bag. Can organize pretty much any bag with anything. But in this particular bag itself is my why. So as you know from my intro, we have two little boys. Braden is 3, and Declan is a year and a half, and they are all boy. Monster trucks, planes, trains, balls, destroying things, dirt, mud, you name it, they love it. And so a year ago, we couldn't afford to buy little trinkets just because or for any special occasion. And so being afforded the opportunity to provide little monster trucks or balls or whatever for whatever reason or no reason at all is just so incredible to see their faces light up. And I'm so thankful that 31 has given us the opportunity to do that. I have a book in here. Being that I came from an educational background, I think it's very important that they also learn through literacy. So we pick a book each week and we do a taught school. We do various activities based on the book to help them learn through reading. And so, you know, Braden especially is always asking for his activities. He loves them. But activities require resources, and resources require money. And so without 31, we might not be able to do this taught school. And so I'm so thankful that 31 has been able to encourage my family and my kids' love of reading and their love of learning through their program. Well, through 31. I also have in here makeup. I'm a makeup addict. I have very sensitive skin, so I don't typically buy drugstore makeup, which is very expensive, which makes my addiction very expensive. And so I also believe in supporting other women who have small businesses, and it kind of helps feed my addiction. But with that being said, those things aren't cheap. So I love that 31 has been able to afford me to continue my addiction with makeup and support other women who have found their passion in small businesses as well. I have an iPod in here. This is symbolic of a lot of different things. Did I say iPad? I meant iPod. I don't know what I said. This is my Mac, so when John and I, were first together, and even when we were married, when we were a two-income family, we celebrated everything because we could. We didn't really think twice about anything. And so when we became a one-income family, we had to think long and hard about what things we were going to celebrate, what things we were going to purchase for ourselves or for one another. And oftentimes, things like our anniversary went skipped because we would rather be able to provide Christmas presents for our kids or however small it was. And so now having the opportunity, the reason I have an iPod in here is because just recently John's iPod broke and he was kind of stressed out, like, oh, I'm not going to have any music, like this kind of sucks. And it was so nice that I was able to say, you know what, I'm going to buy you a new iPod. Like, I can afford to do that for you. How amazing is that? Like, you don't have to stress out. Like, we have this luxury again. And so that is something that's really important to me because my husband does so much for our family and has done so much, especially after I lost my job. And being able to surprise him with little things just because or for a special occasion means so much to me. I also have my passport. This is symbolic of traveling. When we were first married and before then, John travels a lot anyway for work, and so I would try to tag along with him whenever I could. And then having babies has made it a lot more difficult to do that because you have so much more things to take with you. But John and I talked long and hard before we had kids, and even after we've had Declan and Braden, that we still wanted to have travel in their lifestyle. We wanted them to immerse themselves in the community and their cultures around them and just experience different things. And so whether it's, you know, just going to a local festival in our community or taking a day trip or, you know, driving across the country, whatever it is, we want to be able to provide that for our children. We think it's very important that they get out and see the world, as much of it as they can, that we can provide for them. And so I'm very, very thankful to 31 that they've been able to provide that for us. And then lastly, I have a set of keys. I had a Toyota Highlander I bought over 10 years ago, and I drove that thing into the ground, and it was pretty much on its last leg, and we were very hesitant about buying a new car because we were now a one-income family. And last September, just before I joined 31, we bit the bullet and we bought another Toyota Highlander in green, my favorite color. And I love that baby. I love that car, and it's been such an amazing family vehicle for us. And the reason I have my keys in here is because, you know, one of the things that we debated back and forth was, can we afford a car payment for the next 5 years? And that was something that was kind of scary because we didn't know if we could afford that. But I'm happy to say that we are paying this baby off. We bought it in September, and it will be paid off this year. So I'm so thankful to everything that 31 has afforded our family, to everything that it's been able to provide for our family. And this is my why. This is why you shop small. This is why you party with me, or, you know, with any direct sales marketer. And every time you party with us, every time you shop with us, a little bit of my why comes in every one of your bags that you purchase. A little bit of it is in there every single time. So I just like to get the party started by thanking you for being here. Thank you for considering everything that I'm going to show you. Thank you for supporting our amazing and beautiful and wonderful hostess here today. And I just want you to take that into consideration while you are going through this party, or anytime, you know, you are approached by anybody that you think is going to hassle you. Just remember that you're supporting somebody's why. You're supporting somebody's family, and we thank you very much for doing so. So I appreciate you being here again. I look forward to partying with you, and if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be around to answer. I'll talk to you soon.